And here we are. It's already day two of the Enterprise Innovation Summit 2021. Welcome and thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining back if you plugged in yesterday as well. Now, day one, yesterday, was all about infrastructure innovation. Today, we will be focusing on experiencing innovation. And on that note, tomorrow is going to be about security. Now, hashtag EIS 2021, EIS 2021, that's where all the action was on yesterday and will continue today and tomorrow as well. And like yesterday, giveaways for lucky commenters on the hour. So there we go, and let's shift gears and get moving. In a moment, we'll connect with Rahul for the day's welcome address. Now, Rahul Neel Money is our editor here at DynamicCIO, and amongst the remarkable things he's done, his passion to create CIO communities is what has brought us all together today. So, over to you, Rahul. Take it away.
Hey, thank you, Ashwin. And once again, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to the day two of Enterprise Innovation Summit 2021. I really hope you enjoyed the day one and had some really nice takeaways from those sessions. Here's the day which is focused on experience innovation, um, where you will hear from practitioners, peers, global experts, and technology companies about how experience innovation will be the key to growth. But before I go ahead, I would like to thank once again our sponsors, Utah Infrastructure, which is the presenting partner, Commvault, Hewlett Packard Enterprise, along with Unique Solutions, Infoblocks, Tata Communications, Veeam Software, Versic, Uptime Institute, and Zoom for their support in making of this summit. Like yesterday, I would like to spend some 8 to 9 minutes with all of you and give you some interesting facts and perspectives on how the experience innovation is going to be decisive and how it is squarely responsible for the growth of the global economy in the post-pandemic world. Um, so this word experience, um, it won't be an exaggeration if I say that the survival of business revolves around this word. Um, it's the experience that will drive businesses and also the lack of experience that can also potentially shut down businesses. What began as a forced effort to find new ways to work and to connect with customers who were keen to find contactless ways to acquiring goods and services. Now, businesses have unleashed a slew of innovations, both to boost the experience uh, and also provide a wide array of choices to their customers. Now, most organizations aimed at reimagining the customer experience during this crisis, which will become an even more critical differentiator after the crisis is over. So I have a few slides put up for you. Now this is the slide one, and it's one of my favorite slides. I would like you to understand and imbibe this quote from B. Joseph Pine II, who's an experience expert and also the co-author of the book, The Experience Economy. And he says, and I quote him, the rate of innovation we are seeing in response to the pandemic and its economic fallout is nothing short of startling. Um, we are seeing a lot more experimentation and a much greater willingness to change, particularly around delivering a better customer experience. Now, all of you will resonate to this quote. I mean, this is nothing new. Each one of you in your domain, in your organizations, in your business practices is actually chasing this aspect of superior customer experience. Um, Here is where I will refer to a particular survey done by Harvard Business Review and a very interesting name given to it, the Become 2021, which was done with a large number of executives and customers around the world. So 1,800 plus business executives and 10,000 plus customers were surveyed, and the results were very, in line with our thought process of which exists today. 74% of consumers say they are more likely to buy from brands that provide excellent care. Now, remarkable thing is there is not experience, this is care, and demonstrate concern for their customers during the pandemic. So companies have to be empathetic. Empathy was the word which was circling all around. 62% of executives foresee continued experimentation around workforce mobility and flexibility. Again, you will all resonate with it. You have all done it in your own domains. And 53% of executives say their organizations place a high priority on innovation. This is something which has gone 6 percentile up from the last year. Another slide referring the same survey. Now look at this one. This is a slide that shows which region weighs what and how. And I'm talking in realm of technology. A few questions that were asked to the respondents in different regions and how they responded. That shows what the priorities of organizations are. If you see onto your left, you will see that Asia Pacific, which includes India, of course, is on top when it comes to boosting spend on innovation. However tight the budgets are, but the incremental spend on innovation is going to be the key to notice. Certainly, there were challenges too that were highlighted, and the biggest of them, the biggest challenge and impediment in the way of investment in innovation was how uncertain is the economic outlook. And that's where Asia Pacific was a little more paranoid, if I may say so. Now before I go on to my next slide, there's one more data point that I want to discuss, and this data is from IDC. It says that by the year 2024, over 50% of all IT spending will be directly for digital transformation and innovation. That's focusing on customer experience. Now you realize how important experience innovation is. I move on to perhaps my last slide. This is yet another slide from that same Harvard report, and respondents were asked a question: which technology has your organization invested in or is planning to invest in the next 12 months? And this is the investment was actually for improving the customer experience. So which are the technologies that we'll invest in? See the results, and you will find, not very dramatic changes across the regions. While the percentages may vary from region to region, but it's very clear that AI, ML, mobile apps, blockchain analytics, contactless technologies are on top of every organization's agenda when it comes to improving the experience innovation. So I would say that businesses that weren't deterred by difficult times will certainly showcase an excellent result and remarkable improvement in their appetite for innovation. And that is precisely what I meant by experience innovation. In the end, I would leave you with the thought that we emerged, or rather we are emerging from the pandemic's long shadow. Businesses of all kind will need to look closely at what they have already accomplished during these 18 months and preserve and build on the innovation that have served their customers well during that pandemic time. That's all from my side. I hope you would enjoy this day, and will enjoy the presentations and the sessions by our global and Indian experts, and will gain some very practical insights. Thanks for joining in today. Over to you, Ashwin.